seat there. All right.
I'm going to, ask me anything.
All right, just bear with me 1 second. Okay.
Oh, you from Nassau?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I was in the day with
I'm from Nassau.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. That's, let's see. That's Yulee, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
Okay. I was called by LT to come up here, and they said you had some information possibly in reference to...
I hope so.
Okay.
That would be the Joleen Cummings or Cummings?
Okay.
Well, I don't know which one it is. Cummings?
Mm-hmm.
With NS?
INGS.
ING, okay, Cummings. I can tell you something that happened to me just before Mother's Day, where I was introduced to her at a Walmart in Clay County off US 1.
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Before Mother's Day?
Uh-huh, yeah. I'd say the week prior. I'd say it was just about right on Sunday, bingo, but I can't positively state that.
Okay. And this was a Walmart?
Yes, it was. Across the street from Moody Automotive.
Okay, what road was it on? What?
I believe it's US... Wait a second. Yeah, I believe it was US 1, but I might be mistaken.
US 1.
I believe it was US 1.
You think this was in Clay County?
I do believe it was Clay County, and I know for sure that it's across from Moody Automotive. You can't miss that if you're in that area, because as a matter of fact, I think Clay County deputies go in there for their automotive needs. I'm not sure, but I saw a lot of deputies in and out of that Moody Automotive. So,
okay,
that's all I can tell you.
Was this in the daytime?
Yeah, it was about, I'd say, close to probably noontime, something like that.
Okay.
High noon.
Okay.
Out of the blue. Out of the blue. You ready for me to tell you?
Sure. I'm
walking with my basket, probably to go to the gas station there that Walmart has. It's separate from Walmart, though. I can't recall the name. But I would be going to the gas station to pick up possibly a pack of cigarettes or a six-pack, normally, at that time, high noon. And all of a sudden, hey, somebody said, hey. And I turned, and it was two girls. One was Joleen, taller than the other girl, blonde. And one was I think she might have worked at the Subway in Walmart, but I can't be sure. She had a tattoo on one of her arms.
Now, this was the person with Joleen?
Exactly. It was a girl, and she was about probably in her late teens, early 20s. I'd say more like late teens. And I'm just about sure she worked at the Subway. It's in that Walmart, because I had gone in the Subway a couple times.
So you think that she worked at the Walmart?
I do believe so.
In the Subway?
In the Subway restaurant. That's what I believe. I'm not sure 100%.
Okay.
And so she goes, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. And I'm looking at this blonde, right? Nice looking lady, right? So I'm thinking, what in the world is this all about? So I'm pushing a buggy. You understand, Detective?
Okay. Now, which arm did she have the tattoo on?
Well, it might have been a leg. See, or both. But she was tattooed. The girl that said, hey. Now, I can't tell you for sure. But she had a tattoo somewhere, either her leg, her arm, or both. Glasses and short-cut hair. And quite friendly, too. She acted like she knew the lady, the blonde.
You say she was wearing glasses?
Yeah, she was wearing some kind of glasses.
Did they look like prescription glasses?
It could have been, but they were fashionable. Like a like the red frame of prescription glasses. It wasn't just your normal reading glasses or anything like that.
So you think they were red framed?
I believe so, or tortoise.
Turquoise?
Yes, yeah, something fashionable.
Okay.
But it was clear. It wasn't sunglasses. That was the girl. Now, the company, Joleen.
Okay, and how long was her hair?
Short and cut, kind of. Hey, like a hairdresser would do. Quite nice.
When we say short, are we talking like
Collar, about like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just below the ears, like in a bob?
Yeah, there wasn't much due to it or nothing, bond or nothing. It was quite, it was a good hairdo. It looked like she had thick hair. It was good hair, good looking hairdo.
Okay.
So I think that's how she knew this Joleen.
Okay.
Okay, now what else? You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
All right, so I said, well, yeah, my name's John. She goes, yeah, she wanted to meet you. She's having some personal troubles too. You know, because the girl obviously sees me, she's in a buggy, like I'm doing. So I'm thinking, okay, and Joleen, I know it was Joleen because she gave me a card with scissors on it. She had this Fernandina Tangles, it had a black lettering, white business card, had Joleen on it, phone number, and these black shears, like scissors, on the corner, bottom of my hand corner. Okay? She says, you look me up and hand me the card, or the girl did, one or the other, and said, if you're ever in Fernandina Beach, I'll give you a free haircut. I'm a stylist. Exactly what she said.
Okay.
And I was really kind of interested because she was a very personable lady. If she's going through trouble, she was handling it well. I might have mentioned something like that to her. And but we didn't get into anything in depth.
Mm-hmm.
And because I cut it short, I knew there was no chance that she was going to have anything to do with me other than just be nice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So plus I wanted to get to my beer and my cigarette. Okay,
Okay.
Just hey, you've seen them come and go.
Sure,
so.
sure.
And I'd be more than happy to, and you'd be surprised how you'll feel, something how it will improve your this and that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe my attitude,
Mm-hmm.
living. And that was about it.
Okay. Did you see what kind of vehicle they were driving?
They were walking. They were not in a vehicle. They both came up on me as I was walking through the parking lot. In that particular Walmart, there's a lot of RVs that come in there and park
Did the
overnight.
blonde have any tattoos?
I don't recall seeing a tattoo on him, Joleen.
Okay.
I didn't see it, and I probably, look,
What color were the clothes wearing with the short-haired girl?
I recall white with paisley, some kind of print, like small paisley pocket, but it was a white base, like blouse. Seems to me Joleen had shorts on, but I can't promise you that either, detective. But she was she had long blonde hair. I see the picture of her in the paper. And as you can tell, she's even smiling there. I mean, she just had a very nice personality. And that was the whole run-in with her. I kept the card. Because if I was thinking, hey, if I get out of the front of
You still got that card?
Oh, no, sir. Oh, no, sir. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I wrote a note on the back of it, and I handed it to somebody for some unknown reason. What it could have been, I don't know. Or I might have just checked it, because I wasn't going to make it to Fernandina,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't going to use the card.
Mm-hmm.
Because I certainly wasn't going to call. I'm not going to make a pest, I'm not going to do something like that. Because I was planning on going to Duval anyway, Jacksonville. I was heading to Jacksonville. I wasn't doing Sandy Springs then. I was already in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to Jacksonville. And Social Security office in Jacksonville, excuse me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my business was. I wanted to go to the Social Security office in Bay Meadows. But then I got turned around on Dunn Avenue because there's a Social Security office on Dunn Avenue in Jacksonville, yeah. That's how that worked.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure that this was a Walmart on US 1?
There's no doubt in my mind, because I was there about 5 days,
Okay.
playing around at that Chinese restaurant, their closed
Mm-hmm.
Chinese Palace restaurant over there.
Did you see one of these individuals again?
No.
Okay, just that one time?
Girls, no. I didn't see Joleen again, and I didn't look for that other lady, that other girl. I call her a girl. Joleen looked a little bit older. I don't even, I might have asked their age, but I doubt it. And like I said, even if I see a good-looking lady, you know, I'm thinking right about it. I like to go out with her or get to know her. There's just no way, you know. So plus I wanted to hit it. But I thought it was sweet, very nice, to give me a haircut and to clean me up and do whatever they do. And but she said if I'm in Fernandina.
Right.
Okay.
So that was just an offer to cut your hair if you could make it to Fernandina.
Exactly. It wasn't around there. It wasn't in a private residence. It wasn't sitting on a bed. No, sir. She said if you're ever in Fernandina, and handed me the card.
Okay.
That's how that went down.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you give me any other details about these two individuals?
The conversation was short, and because I busted it off, as I keep saying, I hate to sound redundant, but I'm trying to do the best I can, my recollection. And there wasn't much. As a matter of fact, they voted. I don't know if I offended them or if they just wanted to do the nice and leave, but they were actually the ones that left me. Because I said something else. I'm heading over here, and thank you so much. If I'm ever there, then I'll drop in on it. So you do that, and smiled and walked, and they walked away.
Okay. And you're pretty positive that it was the Sunday before Mother's Day?
I'm just about. I know it was the weekend. Pretty sure it was the weekend.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was the weekend because for some reason that parking lot wasn't that busy at that time of day. Now, don't ask me why. I guess because people are celebrating whatever there's some kind of holiday before Mother's Day, like a better Memorial Day or there's something going. You might look. I don't know what the calendar says.
Okay.
But there's something going on just prior to Mother's Day, I believe. And
what makes you think that it was on the weekend and not a weekday?
Well,
because see, I'm trying to pinpoint.
I understand your question. I know.
I can get surveillance.
I know. I understand your question, and it just leads me to believe because of the parking lot. For some reason, because of that parking lot. If it was during the week, that place people be zipping in and out and blah blah blah. Man, everybody's going crazy.
Okay.
But it was lackadaisical, kind of empty, kind of laid back, lazy like any Sunday in the South.
And you're pretty sure it was around noontime.
Yeah.
Now, did you actually were you and the ladies actually in the store, or were you outside?
We were outside the parking lot.
Okay. In reference to the building, where in the parking lot would y'all have been?
Okay, the farthest building, here's the garden shop usually. Then you got the entrance toward where like the bakery is, for instance, on the right. I believe the deli's way down to the left. And then you got down there at the other end. Okay, this is how, if you look at, we're down here, and I'm up about mid-parking lot.
So y'all were out in the parking lot, not near the building?
No, we were about mid-parking lot. Not in front of the building. No. About mid-parking lot. Close possibly to one of those light fixtures that has the concrete thing around it and all that crap. But if I could just remember the name of the city. Is there an F name besides Folkestone?
Folkestone's in Georgia.
Okay, Florida. What kind of, well, you wouldn't know probably. I'm thinking the police officer was real nice. There was a sergeant on that city police department in that area that questioned me, and along with a friend that was sitting there next to him. He's got a daughter. We were drinking some beer at the Chinese vacated building, and he come up, wanted to run our IDs. He was very nice. The sergeant in a police car, and he was with the city. And he checked me out, checked him out, and took off. And
you don't remember what PD he was with?
No, but he's in that city. He's the very city that Walmart sits in. They've got a paper mill or something. Someone told me is why it stinks so bad around there.
Okay.
So, excuse me. It's not a paper. It's a chicken grinding place. They grind up chicken for feed or something. They grind up
like a feed mill.
Yeah, a feed mill. That's what it is. Yeah, excuse me. Not paper mill. They're grinding up chickens and stuff like that they make feed. Those nice people all over the place over there, but you know, I always say Moody because it's right across the street.
Okay.
You know, right across the street from there. So you can look it up in the Florida
Yeah, I'll Google it.
phone book. Okay.
Okay. Any other details that you feel like might be pertinent to this case?
I've thought it over, and that was the entire contact I had with either one of those two girls that I recall. Except now I'm thinking, I know good and doggone well, again, that I believe that woman, that young girl that introduced me, worked Subway. I'm pretty sure I probably gave her a good tip or something. She wanted to be nice to me, too.
Okay.
I believe that's what it was. So Subway might be able to help me.
Okay. All right. All right.
Excuse me if I'm talking a lot, Detective. I'm used to traffic and my ears, and you know, I'm out there with all that noise.
That's no problem. I'm hard of hearing, Paul.
For what?
Gunshots.
Fireworks too, right?
That's it.
Did they tell you about what I felt on the garden shop with Kessler?
I'm sorry, sir?
Did they tell you about Kessler? Kimberly Kessler?
No, what about her?
All right. Now, this is, again, you might want to write this down, because this is what I feel is important. As a matter of fact, I'd like to know in the end if this thing ever comes to a halt, if I'm right.
Okay.
Normally, in the mornings, they can tell you this, the girls in Walmart can tell you this, I would go in at 7 o'clock on the money to buy a Bud Light Clamato Chelada or the Modelo Chelada. That was my thing. I always bought the big can or two of those drinks for my morning. And one time, for some reason, about the same time I met Joleen now, this is what struck me weird. Instead of going to the normal payout section where you use a machine, where you scan it and you pay your own money and you wait on yourself, I took bolted left and and cruised on down to the garden shop register, where the lady's standing there and checks you out. And I don't remember if I told the guy to go ahead. I mean, he had a bunch of stuff in his hand or something. I can swear, if I can make a statement, that was Kessler. And he was dressed like a man. Remember I told you about
This was in the garden center?
Garden center. And I believe the lady's name that was in the register, she's a redhead. She's been there a long time. Very nice lady. Her name's Rachel or Raquel. And she's the cashier. And the reason I remember this particular day, the manager came up, assistant manager that checks the girls' drawers and gives them their breaks and stuff. He came up and was taking her time away from the customers to check them out because he wanted to give her a break. So we were standing there kind of just waiting for them to get through before she could check us out. Usually when you go through the garden supply, you bolt and it hits you real fast and you get out the door and you have to go through all that stuff. Now here's this guy, now this is Kessler, in my opinion, it's Kimberly Kessler, the woman that you've got down there in the jail somewhere, dressed as a man. And this guy, he's a guy this time. He's a guy, and he's got that. Didn't I just you talked about the backgammon, the guy, the single strand. I say they stay up all night, play backgammon. What mean you? Might have mean one of the other detectives.
Not me.
Okay.
What was she wearing?
Khaki white pants, long. She had Docker shoes, like the kind of shoes you wear. We used to call them dock shoes. And a blue long sleeve shirt, man's button-down shirt, long sleeve. The hair was pulled like this, with a single strand ponytail to the half of his back. And his size impressed me. He was bigger than me. And we spoke. He said he came from Pennsylvania, Bluff, Pennsylvania, which is some article told us in the newspaper. Some article said that's where the guy's from. Since 1996, they were checking him out. You guys, somebody, and all those aliases. But he left Bluff, PA, and he mentioned Bluff. He said, "I'm from Bluff, PA." That's what he said to me. So then he must have told me he was a hairdresser because I had mention of his hair. I said, "So you play backgammon and all that stuff?" I was already laughing. And I think he might have mentioned he was a hairdresser. Then, as I bowl out my Medell, he's already gone. You know, I bowl out my usual after Raquel checks me. I'm going to the right to the Chinese vacated building to drink it and to do my work, whatever I'm doing. And I see him pull out in this little white car. Looked like maybe it might be a Hyundai. I usually try to look and see what kind of automobiles people drive. And it was him again. So I said, hey, see you later, Shampoo. Because of Warren Beatty's movie, Shampoo, where he worked in the salon as a hairdresser. He laughed a little bit, I laughed, and that was the end of that.
Okay.
That's all I know about that.
Okay. Anything else you can share with me?
That's all I can tell you. I just hope like heck it doesn't mess you up and it helps you. I just hope so.
Well, it won't mess us up. We just put the pieces together.
The jigsaw puzzle.
All right, sir.
I wish you all the best, luck with this. I hope you guys come to the bottom of it. Maybe, do you think you have any hope? Maybe she might be alive? You can't say that, but...
Well, we never know.
Yeah, you don't, do you? Your dadgum don't, you know, but I understood by the paper, she didn't mention anything about nothing. It was just strictly professional. But the thing that I felt was important was him. Not her, not Kimberly. I believe he said his name was Kim. So I'm thinking also, it's like Tony. A girl could be called Tony, or a man could be called Tony.
Right.
You know, so I'm thinking, well, you know, afterwards, not then. I'm thinking he's man all the way.
Okay.
I'm not thinking no woman at that point. You know, I didn't do that until later, when everybody started saying it's a woman. But you having him in jail, you can figure that out.
Okay.
Is that enough to take him?
Yes, sir.
But you got enough, you got enough for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For the record, the time is approximately 10 hours. At this time, this interview is concluded.
Okay. Should they be able to help you with that survey? It's sometime before Mother's Day, probably exactly a week or so. Something like that. But you could probably get us in the parking lot, too. More than likely.
Walmart has pretty good video.
Yeah, but it's them. It's Clay County. If you can get that any kind of garden supply, I bet you that redhead remembers me, and she can probably pinpoint you to the day.
Okay.
Okay, and that manager also is pretty sharp. He's a sharp cookie. He's young, and he's go-getter.
Okay.
And he's got a big old list of what he does each time.
All
So
right.
you should be right in business on that one.
Well, John, I certainly appreciate
Well,
you
thank you for coming down.
with us, and hopefully you'll help us.
I hope it's not a waste of your time.
No.
Okay.
Not a waste of our time.
All right, Ted, I'll wait for the officer.
Okay.
All right.
You want him to come back in?
Yeah, he can come back out here. That's fine.
Come on out, John.
You want to see the traffic?